Welcome back to the Koenig Commander YouTube channel. My name is Brandon, and today I have prepped for you a bit of a spin on an old favorite. If you have followed this channel at all, then you know I absolutely love tribal and theme-based deck building, and if you haven't, then smash that subscribe button, like this video, and make sure to turn on notifications for whenever a new video goes live. Today's deck is all about simple play and simple strategy. This budget build comes in at under $50 at the time of recording and is certainly a fun, budget-friendly option to brew up a second deck for a casual table or to enter the format. Let's take a look at one of the top 25 most played commanders on EDH Rec right now with Feather the Redeemed. As with all my videos, allow me to say that this deck list is just a shell that you can use to craft something as unique as you. The mana base is basic, so add whatever you can afford and enjoy playing Magic, not just paying for Magic. Now, let's introduce the commander first. Feather the Redeemed, red white white legendary creature angel with flying. That's a 3/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Feather's ability to put cards back into your hand at the beginning of the next end step is a critical function behind the deck. Boros has historically not had great card draw options, however this type of recursion is an amazing way to keep some cards in hand so you can be steadily swinging on your way to victory. Feather likes to go fast, really fast. That said, having multicolored pips in her casting cost with no generic mana means you are going to oddly notice something. This is not a deck I currently run Soul Ring in. Why? Because Feather needs those 2-drop mana rocks that produce colored mana. A vast majority of the spells in this deck list have colored mana pips. Beyond the 2-drop ramp artifacts like Boros Signet, Arcane Signet, and Prismatic Lens, you have to begin looking at spells that cost 3 mana value and up to reap the benefit of a Soul Ring. Since the goal is to get Feather out as fast as possible, you should be looking to cast Feather on 3 versus something Soul Ring could get you on 2 or 3, so stay the course. Feather is not necessarily a card draw engine because her ability allows you to exile spells versus letting them hit the grave. It is because of this ability, though, that cantrips are especially good in this deck. A simple spell, like a Crimson Wisps, draws now, or Balduvian Rage, even played where X is 0, draws you a card on the next turn. These cards will be returned to your hand, so you can do it all over again on other players' turns and dig deep into your deck quickly. The removal part is what is so fun. A lot of my deck techs revolve around going wide and having lots of stuff to attack with. However, with Feather, you are limited to the number of creatures you run in a deck like this. Some people brew Feather with no creatures at all. All that said, a card like Slaughter the Strong is a very powerful and cheap board wipe, assuming Feather is under 4 power at the time. Single Combat has the opportunity to be a game ender for you as well, because after the wipe, your opponents can't cast any creature spells until after your next turn. So it also provides a pseudo time walk effect for creatures and planeswalkers your opponents may be planning to unleash. Finally, how does this deck function? It's a very easy one to pilot, and I highly recommend it to anyone new or old to Commander. Your objective is to get Feather out, super up, and smash in for commander damage win at 21. A card like the new Angel Fire Ignition from Midnight Hunt gives Feather all the keywords in the world and speeds up the strategy by adding counters that stick around. No one-time effect there. There are also other supporting cards in the deck that ping opponents for each instant and sorcery that you play, such as Gutter Snipe or Electrostatic Field. Kedis Emberclaw Familiar deals out damage to each other opponent so Feather doesn't have to swing at everyone to get damage through. Note that Ketis is granting the ability to deal the damage by Feather. Feather is still doing the damage, but it will not be combat damage. The key takeaway here is that the cards like Angel Fire Ignition that grant lifelink to Feather are giving her the ability to gain life based on the other damages dealt as well. Same would go for other effects such as Infect if you decided to build the deck that way. So folks, that is going to do it for the deck. What did you think of Feather the Redeemed 2021? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to check out the TCG affiliate deck list in the description and smash the like, share, and subscribe buttons while you're down there for 3 free ways to help out the channel. I have included my link tree for social media contacts in the description as well. I would love to interact with you on Instagram or Twitter. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.